Detailers, if you were stuck wasting your days working hard just to scrape together $1,000 to $3,000 per month, it is not because your skills are not good enough and that you're not working hard enough. It is simply due to the fact that you do not have a predictable way to get consistent clients and land high ticket deals without having to sacrifice hours of your time posting on Facebook groups and quite literally praying for reels to blow up. And why should you listen to me? So I was a literal workie. So I went from working a 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. job to literally being a homeless bum with a sponge and a bucket and a little container of soap, sacrificing literally everything I had on the 1% chance that this actually worked out. And now skip a few months and quite literally I am 19 and I've been able to move into my dream high-rise apartment, as well as hitting $25,000 months consistently and being able to buy two of my favorite cars, the Australian Dream, the V8 manual ute. And I've also been able to help dozens of detailers go from random Facebook jobs to consistent $8,000 to $10,000 a month businesses by installing one simple thing, and that is a predictable client acquisition system. And Emmanuel went from low quality services to consistent high ticket luxury details, landing back-to-back Lamborghinis. And Josh was also able to hit $8,270, which is absolutely astronomical within his first month. And if that isn't enough for you, collectively, the members in the DNA community, the Detailers Network Association, have added over $100,000 in recurring revenue whilst cutting their hours quite literally in half. And if that isn't enough for you, we have back-to-back results with all of these high ticket quality details being landed in the process. And when your client book-in system works, you are not just getting busier and detailing more cars, you get to build a business that runs without begging for every job. Imagine, I want you to close your eyes, I want you to quite literally imagine getting high ticket details already pre-sold on your work with clients paying you $300 to $500 per job. And what would that actually do for you and your business? It would allow you to scale with multiple vehicles and subcontractors, so you can finally get that van that you've been telling everyone about, your friends and your family. And you will no longer have to deal with lowball jobs and time wasters and disaster details. And as a detailer, that hits home for me. And you will no longer have to be embarrassed when someone asks, so what do? You can take pride when family, friends, and even competitors see you as the go-to name in your city. And the real goal to this is financial freedom early in life and not being stuck in the grind. And the exact 4-step process to making $10,000 a month with your detailing business, I'm going to be giving away today. And now on to step 1. So this process is actually repackaging your offer, so repositioning it towards your new clients. And how do we find out which client to sell this to? It is your ICP, and we do this by city research, finding the weather impacts, the car types, whether it be a sedan, SUV, wagon, whatever that may be, the ICP's income, so your ideal client profile's income. So we target over the $120,000 period, something like that, and then figuring out your client problems by getting them to fill out a lead magnet form, which is a Google form which sends them an SMS blast, and we're able to actually capture this information and send this form to all of the clients. Obviously personalize this and do not send 10 paragraph spam messages, because that will not get a very good conversion rate. And what we further ahead do with this information is we run this and tag team with AI. And what AI does this for us, it finds all of the pain points from the client and crafts quite literally the perfect offer. And now onto the lifetime client system. So the actual maintenance flows to this. So increasing the client lifetime value. So right now the lifetime value of your client is sitting around $200, which is absolute ass. And what we go ahead and do is implement strategies that are targeted and personalized experience. And what we can further ahead do is foster relationships. So what this basically does is engage and ensure client loyalty. And what this equals out to be is a high ticket value client. And this will basically 20x that $200, turning that to $2,000 with the lifetime value per client. And what this basically guarantees is financial security, stability, consistency, and the peace of mind, which I know as a detailer can be very difficult to achieve. And now onto the next step. So step 1 is basically to set up 10 Facebook accounts ready to do outreach. And the process that goes here. So we purchase warmed up Facebook accounts, or you can start Facebook accounts. And what we go ahead and do is purchase proxies. So these proxies basically block the IP address, so we can launch these 10 accounts from wherever in the world, and they will not get shadow banned. And we set these accounts by warming them up with a process. And what this equals out is in operational Facebook accounts and the Facebook marketplace seller conversion. So you buy 10 accounts, and basically you can only send 20 messages per account by having a fresh account if it has to be new. And we can set these accounts up by using Daisy SMS for the emails and stuff like that. And out of these 200 people, 100 people of those are going to respond to you, so at a 50% response rate. And out of this, we can basically guarantee that their number will be provided, that they will provide us with our number. And out of those 75 people, we can guarantee that 1 to 2 of those people will close. These are high ticket services, so we get into the ceramic coatings, the ceramic sealants, the paint protection, the 1-step, the 2-step, etc., etc., etc. But we are basically maximizing that revenue. So breaking down the math now, so 200 DMs with a 50% response rate, and we can confirm that 75% of these will convert into an intrigued buyer. And on an average of a 2% close rate, we can guarantee that $300 to $500 will be the average price per ticket, with the detail and the add-ons as well. And what this will equal out to be is a predictable, consistent client acquisition funnel. And what we can further ahead do from here is scale the business, which I'm going to be breaking down. So the streamlining the actual business operations to this. So outsourcing the job and the automation of communication. So using appointment setters. What is an appointment setter? An appointment setter is someone who will sit in your DMs and respond to all of these. And what we can further ahead do from here is focus on growth. So shifting the attention to a strategic development. And what this will equal out to be is a passive client acquisition system. And now you could say, this will not work for me because I don't have the paint correction gear. And I'm here to tell you, this still works for normal detail. So you don't have to go out and do the high ticket stuff and upselling on a photography package. Or you could say, this will not work for me because of my location. And the truth is, we have in installed this exact same system in rural areas, in city areas, in suburban areas, wherever it is, you name it, we have implemented it and it has worked. And if I raise the prices, I will lose customers. And in all honesty, this is why we are charging high ticket to new clients. So you're not charging this to your old clients, but paid corrections and photography upsells to marketplace sellers are a different type of audience. And you are making them quite literally more money on their resale value. So you do not pitch a clean car, you pitch how much extra money you will make them. And they will actually lose out if they do not opt in with your service. And you may ask, I do not have the time to add more systems right now, which I get you, but this is why me and my team do it with you. So duplicating the exact same system that helped me achieve my success, that helped Emmanuel, that helped Josh, that's helping numerous other detailers in the actual DNA group, and every single person within this group has had success with it. This is just another course, mind my language, fuck off. This is a one-on-one implementation done with you, alongside having a group of detailers supporting you who are already in your dream position. And you may ask as well, I can do this myself, I don't need to jump on the call. You waste your money by waiting. I'd be doing you a disservice if I did not push you to jump on this call. And you are losing $10,000 every single month you wait to fully implement this. So you're losing money. I cannot emphasize this shit enough. And what I'm going to be doing to solve this issue for the detailers that are hungry to actually get this into their business, I'm going to be offering a one-on-one strategy call where me and my business partner, who make over $60,000 a month combined, are going to help you break down these systems. But the thing is, I've dropped calls like this before and they've booked out within days. So the thing is, I'm not going to be having this link open forever. So make sure you book in whilst you still can.